Hey guys, and welcome to a new show. Honestly, it's about damn time because I feel like I've been wanting to watch this for the longest time ever. And for some reason, I am never able to. Like, I always get too busy for it, and it just so happens that I don't have the time. I was like, I'll do it next week because nobody has requested this. It's just a personal choice because I used to be a really big Anne Rice fan. I'm saying used to because I haven't read her books in a long time. But I was there. Okay, um, I've read most of her books. Um, I don't remember. I've the Mayfair Witches. I've read some of those, but I was mostly interested in vampires because I love my vampires. So yeah, I have some knowledge. I'm not saying that I will remember everything because, like I said, it's been a really long time since I've read them, and I'm not going to be able to remember every single detail. I'm pretty sure they're going to like throw little things there and I'm going to be like, huh, that sounds familiar, or not even get it at all. So I apologize for that. I do know that they kind of changed things because in the original show, uh, um, the events happened in the 1700s, right? Louis was changed in the 1700s. And now here it's in the 1920s. And honestly, when I first heard that, I was like, why? Why is this necessary? But the more I thought about it, I was like, you know what? As long as they don't change like the core of the story, because it doesn't really have to follow it exactly. Like I feel like it's fine if they want to change things, if they want people to be like, I don't know, more interested in it, because I know like you probably identify more with like things that were happening in the 20s than things that are happening in the 1700s. I don't know. It's more modern, right? It's a more modern interpretation, but not that modern that you're just like, oh, okay, it just happened around the corner. It's still like 100 years ago. So I'm really curious to see what the changes are going to be, um, and yeah, just how they're going to take the story and interpret it, because it has to be good, right? Because like Anne Rice was involved. I feel like she was a big part of it before she passed away. So I have some I have really great expectations, okay? So if this turns out to be a disaster, I'm going to be very disappointed because I've been following this whole like thing of, oh my god, it's coming. It's in the works for the longest time, okay? I followed her Twitter. It was crazy, her Facebook, and then she passed away and I was just like, "Oh my god, what's going to happen?" And I think his her son Christopher Rice is the one that's kind of like following it. I think his name is Christopher. So yeah, I've been very excited to see it. I haven't watched it. I wanted to watch it as soon as it came out, but I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna wait and watch it and react to it. And then, like I said, one thing led to another, and it never happened. But better late than never, I always say. So here we are. First episode. Let's see. But I'm mostly curious about Lestat because he's such an icon. And yeah, it could, an actor could like make and break this. So I'm nervous.
Shit out there that's just,
Oh,
wrong. People need to
oh
know
my
about
god.
it. That's the job. It's not a complicated job other than how it'll mess with your life. News used to be a bunch of guys who look like me, huddled around
That's
a desk at a
amazing.
page 1 meeting deciding what the news was. This little fucker
Daniel has a master
changed all of
class.
that.
This is more like in the books, right? Because
Yeah,
in
hey,
the
Doc.
movie it was Christian
Yeah.
Slater,
Thanks for
but
getting
like
back
thing
to
like
me.
Daniel was supposed to be older.
Yes, that's right. I have an appointment scheduled for later in the.
Oh my god. Look at this letter. Look at this font.
I gotta call you
Look
back.
at this like writing. Louis Dupont du Lac. Also, I'm just gonna say it, okay? If I fangirl or if I get annoying, I'm sorry. I'm just like, yeah. And you probably already know what the story is. You probably already watched the show. I don't think you're watching it with me for the first time, so I'm probably gonna spoil things if you are watching it for the first time because, or spoil probably future future things. I'm gonna try not to. I'm gonna try not to. It's just like it's hard because like yeah. Um, I'll try not to spoil future seasons or what happens in the story. But I am apologizing beforehand.
Such a thing were a possibility in this bleak hour. I've been following your career with some interest since our last meeting. Please
Louis,
allow me
still
to
whining,
congratulate you
Louis.
on your successes. Those the passage of time and
It
the
is
frailties that
Dubai.
accompany
Holy
it
shit.
have provided me perspective. And I suspect the same might be for you as well. 49 years and thousands of miles removed from the room we shared in San Francisco, I offer, for your journalistic pleasures, my full attention and my life story.
Gave him two choices. He came back with Bezos, Putin. He thinks I'm in Praskovayevka.
What? Sorry, I know I'm pausing a lot already, but I can't help it. Okay, so they're acknowledging the San Francisco interview as opposed to this being the first time that he's interviewing him and then the book happens, right? So, yeah. That's interesting. It's like they're acknowledging the events of the movie too somehow. I don't know.
All directions, anonymity.
Quite a lot.
Yeah, I bet. But I don't
Only
feel like
my
that's a
family
problem.
and my doctor know I'm sick. I don't dig the one-way hack, yeah? And here's another question. That's the sun out there.
Okay, we don't need, you know, we don't need some show and tell, Louis.
Yeah, well, things didn't end well the last time. So forgive me if I'm a little nervous.
Oh. Oh, I have chills. This is so cool.
You were disrespectful.
I was high.
You were not worthy of my story then.
Yeah, I doubt that. It's a pretty cool
You've got
story.
the tapes, hire a transcriber. I don't do puff portraiture anymore.
You start when our boys had a rest.
I'm not your fucking boy. I'm
My
an old
God.
man with all the triggers that come with it. And I'm ready. So let's do this.
He's great. They both are.
I'm Daniel Malloy. It is 10:08 in the morning on June 14th, 2022. Across from Mr.
Louis Dupont-Dulac.
So, Mr. Dulac, how long have you been dead?
Hmm.
The year was 1910. The passing,
It's a good year
the fall of the
to-
fifth
to
years, the
base
executor in
this
charge
on.
of the Dupont-Dulac family trust.
Especially if you're
The
gonna
eldest
change, you
The
know.
favored son.
to
and a
an
sizable
African-American
trust to oversee as a
actor.
consequence. 20 blocks of drinking, gambling, and gluttonous whoring.
Oh, there he
Okay,
is.
so as the honorable executor of the family's estate, you were in what business exactly, Mr. Dulac?
You could say I managed and operated a diversified portfolio of enterprises.
You were a pimp.
The product was
Oh
I
no.
apologize. I was only trying to show you my love.
Fuck you.
What happened?
What happened?
Connie hit me.
Oh, I'm a cunning now. A minute ago, I was his love.
Mm. Oh shit.
He stuck it in my shit box.
I did no such thing.
Gave a chance to pull out. He kept on fucking. So I gave him a little squirt of my catfish dinner for going there. Don't believe me? Check his dick. I don't care if you put a dick in an
Ew.
asshole without asking. That's against Jesus. Fuck you.
What y'all laughing at? Someone go fetch Dr.
What is happening?
If you get some clean water in the towel.
Take your time, Miss Mine.
When you take that body and enjoy
And I
it
can
and
give two
holler
moons
to
if
you
he's
are
your brother,
defiling
Mr.
the
Dulac.
Lord. You
I'm
take
gonna knock his
and
son
you
off the
deny your
train.
victory with Christ. He shall come again to judge the living and the dead, and who is coming on? Men will rise again with their bodies into everlasting fire.
Go on home. Tell Mama not to wait up.
Listen to me, please.
I'm having a fucking night, okay?
Oh.
I can't have it with your food.
Oh, no. Oh, shit.
Get on home, else I'll bleed you like a cochon, bruh.
Well, that
Did I want to pull a
escalated.
knife on my brother? No. But as I alluded to before, you couldn't look weak on Liberty. You never knew who was watching.
I'm sitting right here.
Plenty of brooms down the street at the Mayfair Sisters home.
The
He's calling
Mayfair
you Rich Mama.
Sisters home.
Bonnie, how'd you like to
Oh,
walk that back?
name drop.
And the money goes a good way towards the renovation.
I want Father Matthias. Thank you.
Ain't got nothing
Thank
to
you.
confess to anyhow. Wasting a good man's time.
You're right there, Paul. I haven't seen you in confession of late, Louis. You know you can always come here if you're in need some.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Ooh.
You speak French?
We speak all sorts of tongues in New Orleans.
It's a hard table to get. How'd you manage?
How'd you manage to get yourself through the front door?
Oh, shit.
Excuse me?
I mean,
that as a compliment. The man I owe you everything. Please join us.
I know sometimes men of my race, we all look alike to you people. But I didn't say you no townhouse.
hold on. He has a business card just with his name. Like, that's it. Just Lestat. Delancourt. Ah. Yeah.
So I'm out on the Crescent Coast, floating past
You okay?
a village, when I hear music playing, and the shadows of men and women dancing by the water's edge. I disembarked for the music, but then there was food.
Mm.
His gaze
Oh,
tied a string around my lungs. And
God.
I found myself
what is happening?
immobilized.
And the women, all shades of skin. Quand je regarde un homme sortir un couteau de sa canne et presser la lame sur le stomach de son frère, that I said to myself, Lestat, unpack your trunks. You're home.
Oh, you don't want to get into a betting war with Lestat. Louis, put your money away. You're not gonna win this one. I'm sorry.
The Orient Rivers here, monsieur.
Please get my friend here anything he wants. Wonderful to meet you.
Oh, he's here too.
Their theory, some new kind of rat has come ashore.
Of the 6-foot variety. We call those bureaucrats in France.
Look how intensely he looks at him.
Already, Mr.
Like,
Henderson, sir.
In front of a florist, wasn't it? We both wanted the last bouquet of lilies.
mm-hmm.
Aren't you gonna ask the alderman how his head is, Louis?
You proposing 10% for all the work? 15?
Yeah.
There's capital investment
What a way to insult him right there.
and there's labor. Both has its seat at the table, wouldn't you say, Mr. Lestat?
Well, I can only speak of my experience, which is, I'm sure, different in my country. Do you not know your value? Do you suffer these indignities for some larger purpose?
Jesus.
I believe there is great opportunity in this city. But to seize it, I'll need protection from the wolves.
Nice. Very nice.
And that's all to say, and forgive me, Monsieur de Pontelac, for my bias, but where is the business if there is no capital? It does not exist. No?
All right, boy, show him.
Ooh.
Full boat. Mr. Dula.
Nice.
I'm assuming you only met at night.
It's New Orleans. Days are for sleeping off the previous evening's damage.
Perfect cover for
Good
a
point.
vampire.
Yeah.
Racing ahead again, Mr. Malloy. Let the tale seduce you. Just as I was seduced. I was being hunted,
Yeah.
and I was completely unaware it was happening. I'm switching rooms. I don't need to hear you and your girl.
Sorry, what I was gonna say is like I think they're gonna go there because in the book it's like they make it obvious, but in the movie they kind of dance around the subject of them actually having a sexual romantic relationship. But just the way that he's talking about being seduced and just the way that Dad is looking at him, it's more than just like I want to feed of him, or I want to turn him. It's more like, you know, I don't know. It's different. So I think they are going to do that here, which is exciting because it's very frustrating. You're watching the movie and you're just like,
You come out worse than before. Gretna. Ain't happy.
Out of the cross for you. Yes.
yeah, because how are mental hospitals in the 20s? I don't know.
Worry about your own life.
Were they doing a lot of
Worry about
like,
being a bride.
what are those called?
Worry
Electroshock
about what
therapy?
you gonna win. First class on boats, trains, and hotels.
What did you go and do?
Just put the band by the deck and the pool by the fountain.
That is so cute.
Mama, I'm going around the world.
Your mother, she's not your mother yet and will never be your scientific mother.
Oh my god.
I do
Relax.
love this bouillabaisse.
What? Down here we call it gumbo.
We had a gumbo the other night, didn't we, Louis? Right after the opera.
Oh, you got Louis to an opera.
Violante.
About some blind princess, didn't know she was a princess.
Oh, that's good yawn. Are you one with Christ, Miss?
Oh my
How
god.
about you shut your damn mouth?
That's all right, Louis, madame. The birds speak for him. I came to know Christ in a monastery.
His face, how it changed.
My father, vulgar man,
Mm.
did not think much of this education. And so he and my brothers conspired to pull me out. Lock me away.
Oh god.
Where between beatings, starvations, and the failure of Christ to intercede the beatings and starvations, I slowly forgot. Aquinas, Erasmus, all of it.
Stop.
And so, to answer your boring question, there is an ocean between Christ and myself.
Stop.
Juste que cela satisfera, oiseau perché dans la cage de votre esprit.
Don't do that shit here. Not with my family.
Oh. Oh, this got
Understand?
awkward.
You don't need to defend yourself to me, Louis.
I like the
I
walk.
know what you go through to
They're
keep your
different
family
walks.
ignorant in their comfort.
It ain't easy the work I do. Nothing but broken souls around me, and the ones that ain't broke, greedy, bone tied.
Drink up, my good man.
Mhm.
The earth's a savage garden.
Probably had enough for the night.
No, go
Gotta
in.
make my rounds back on Liberty.
You must, Louis. I bought you a gift.
A gift.
Mm.
A flower.
Oh, is it Lily? Are they about to have a threesome? Is this what's happening?
I can assure you the fair play has been handsomely compensated for the evening.
Sent a 2-horse carriage to pick me up. Felt like the queen of the quarter.
There's nothing to be nervous about.
Is he just gonna watch it or
Curtains are
like?
closed, the servants sent home. Even the planets and stars are blindfolded.
That's your thing, then? You like to watch?
Mm.
I've been watching you for some time now, Louis. From river to lake, lake back to river.
Oh wow, it's happening. And they're gonna be like, okay. All right. I love how theatrical this is.
Obviously, I've come to embrace my sexuality.
Yeah, back
Of
then.
course, you know that. We met at a gay bar, didn't we, Daniel?
Good place to score. I did what I had to.
Oh.
You've been married?
Twice.
I had never allowed myself to feel emotionally close to anyone, much less a man.
Lily's so
I had no
confused. It's
room
like,
for feelings
did
like
I miss
these in
it?
my life. You could be a lot of things in New Orleans, but an openly gay Negro man was not one of them.
I know.
Get to the collection plate.
That's right. Wow, Louis.
Oh, come
Oh, come on.
Oh, please. It's for me, my wedding day.
Let's see it. I love this. Establishing the relationship with him and his family. Oh, wow.
Half bitch.
That was a good month that month.
That month. Guess it didn't last long.
I think you should get married next.
Do we now?
And you should marry Hazel.
Hazel? Who that?
There
Who
you
you
go.
were dancing too close with.
What the hell's Hazel?
You dance that close, you ought to be married. I love you, Louis.
I love you too, baby.
Oh God, what is this? Giving me bad juju. Oh no. Where are you going?
Paul.
Oh. Oh God, stop. Oh my God. That was so weird.
Last summer.